Alright, greetings all, this is DFuxa. Civilization IV Colonization. I actually started recording for this back like in February, but that was basically back in February, and right now it's basically April. I tried to do another like Let's Play series recently for like yesterday, like basically here in April, but wasn't really having good luck with it, and I decided to basically start over again. Hopefully this will be the series you basically see me put out on my YouTube channel, but well, we'll basically have to get into it and we'll see if that's going to be it or not. Other than that, here's the opening video for the game. And of course NVIDIA and 2K games and all that.
The essence of a free government consists in an effectual control of rivalries. We do not lay out ourselves in the service of mankind. Whom should we?
Alright, so here's the introductory video. Welcome then to Sid Meier's Civilization IV Colonization. This is basically a remake of the original Sid Meier's Colonization in the Civ IV engine. And, well, I have to say, I really don't care much for this game, but I do want to basically show off the Let's Play series for it, so let's try and get into it. I'll note that for those who basically played the original Civilization Colonization game, there's basically the four factions returning from the old game. And they basically have the same bonuses as they did before. So the Dutch basically have bonuses to merchant prices. The English basically have bonuses to tolerance, where they basically get more immigration to the New World. The French basically have their basically they have the natives liking them a lot more. They also have an additional bonus this time around that they basically will learn faster from the natives. And there's also the Spanish who basically like to conquer natives, because that's the Spanish thing to do. But in addition to the fact that basically you have the four colonies, and I know by the way they have they're different starting units depending on who they are. So the Spanish have the veteran soldier, the French have the hardy pioneer, the English don't have anything because they suck, and then the Dutch basically have their merchantman because they rock. But in addition to all this stuff, each of these guys have two leaders going for them. And this basically helps to flesh out their flavor a little bit more. So we got Pierre Savance here for the Dutch. He gets more industrious stuff for the Dutch colony if you pick him. Or you can go with Adrian van der Donk, who basically gives you in 100% time between tax increases. So you don't have to worry about the king basically taxing you as much. Though he'll basically increase the taxes by a lot whenever he does tax you. There's also George Washington for the English, and John Adams for the English as well. Simon Bolivar and Jose de San Martin for Spanish colonies. I'm going to be playing, however, with Louis de Frontenac of the French. And the reason I'm playing for this guy is because there's so few Let's Plays for this guy in the English language. And it's partly because of the fact that he's regarded as being very weak as a faction leader you can play with. He basically gives you militaristic, which basically gives you free promotions of Grenadier 1, but this is something you can actually get for your Founding Fathers if you want to, in-game. But enough of that, let's just jump into them and we'll basically get started. I'll note that, by the way, I'm playing with Conquistador difficulty. I don't recommend doing this if you're basically starting the game yourself, because it's a very hard game, but I think I played enough that I can actually get by on this difficulty, and we'll basically see how I do. So let's go. Royal Charter. There's my charter basically go to it, and you'll notice down here is the victory conditions basically the same as it was before. There is no like, other victory conditions besides being your mother country, so that's what I have to basically aim to do in this game. And for some reason my fingers aren't popping out. Did I hit something, or... There we go. It's always annoying, like this user interface. But this is basically regarded as being like one of the worst user interfaces for the game because like you got all these buttons all over the place here, and it's basically hard to see stuff on the maps as well. But whatever, we got our ship back. Let's get Scam to go over toward the mainland. And there's some land. This looks like it might be an island, apparently. So that's interesting. Yep, this is an island. Islands aren't bad, but they're not necessarily great to basically find right away. So let's have this guy just go right here. And we're going to try and find the mainland first. And there it is. Cool. Okay, let's have these guys disembark over here, apparently near the Iroquois. So, hello, I'm Logan, blah blah. We just met the Iroquois. They're basically one of the native Indians in the game. And I'll note that the native Indians, they actually have like their like diplomatic interface, much like the Art Civilizations and Civilization IV did. This is not something that happened in original colonization. Basically, these guys were like the lessers in that game, but in this one, actually like fully fledged factions that you can actually like interact with. Though you're technically not really playing against them, much like you are their European factions. They just basically do what they want to, and they can help you or they can hinder you, depending on how you look at them. Well, there we go. We basically have the Iroquois near us, so that's cool. I think I may want to build a settlement right here because it's really close to iron, fish, and crabs, so we might do that right away. So let's get this guy to go right there. And I'm going to have this guy just go up this way a little bit to explore around the coast up here. You can walk into here and say hi to him. So ask to speak to the chief here in Onega, and we'll basically say, welcome to Onega. He'll basically tell you what he basically teach you, and much like the original game, they can teach you stuff. You can also basically see what they want. So this guy wants guns. And you're going to know something very special about this, basically. Basically, in the original version, you'd have to memorize the location of what they want and, like, how to basically get to them. In this case, they actually tell you, like, what they have on the main screen here. This is actually one of the improvements on this game, I'll say, at least. Where they actually tell you, like, what they teach you and what they can, like, want, basically, to have brought to them right away. By the way, I also got a treasure unit. These guys can be used to, like, explore around early on, as well as to, like, get you money. We're just going to use this guy to explore though for now, so look around with him, basically. And apparently there's another Iroquois settlement over there, so that's cool. Let's have you go right here for now, you. And let's build a settlement right here. Now, note, because I'm near, like, the Iroquois, in their culture zone, they're going to be, like, sort of kind to me and let me just build here, but if I build, like, a second state somewhere, I won't get that advantage, so that's why I want to build right next to them really quick. And we want to build a dock right away so I can get, like, more fish from these, I think. That would be a good idea. Let's have these guys go up here a little bit more. And that's good enough, I think. Let's have this guy start, like, heading home. Because I have to pick up more, like, immigrants and stuff from the old world. We're going to build a road right there. And this guy can just walk over here, I think, for a little bit. There's some corn, apparently. Let's go down here. And there's the, like, you know, culture board I can use to basically get out of here. Now note that this guy's not locked right now. So he's basically like, you know, just doing whatever he wants to. I'm actually going to put him in here and I'll lock him in here. And then I can start building his dock and then we can, like, you know, start fishing and stuff. We're going to build logs right there too. And let's just have this guy go back to Europe right there. This guy's going to basically explore around for us a little bit, so just go up here, I think. There's the Incas, hello. I'll basically show off a little bit about, like, you know, the natives and other stuff in this game, but for now we're just going to start out and, like, you know, explore the world. I won't bombard you with a whole lot of information just yet. And cool, let's have a lumberjack pop in, as well as this guy over here. Let's have both these guys just go to the New World with us. And boy, I might find lots of, like, you know, burial sites and stuff. I'm going to press Alt-S basically to caption these till I have, like, really minds where they are. It can sometimes be very hard to find out where, like, the ruins are, so this will help me basically discover where they are a little bit faster when I'm basically looking for them. And you can go right there, I think. We apparently found a toupee, so cool. Let's have this guy go up here. There's my guy right there. He can go... He's going to go over here, basically, so... Let's get him down here. And we'll have this guy go and go up here a little bit. Now, you'll note, by the way, that you see, like, you know, these guys, like, fishing and, like, you know, basically, like, you know, tending to the land. Something I know about the, like, these settlements is that they actually, like, you know, will actually, like, procure, like, you know, resources for you to buy from them. And it's also a way that they'll actually build up their, like, you know, settlements too, because if they get food, they'll actually, like, build up, like, you know, more braves basically to, like, you know, populate the world. Okay, this guy's gonna go over here, I think. And he's gonna, like, you know, build a road right there, I think. Okay, we build a dock. That'll be good for building fish, or, you know, for fishing. We're gonna build a lumber mill next. And we'll have this guy just pop in here. And this guy as well as pop in as well. You can go down this direction now a little bit, I think. And you'll just build a road. And there's the toupee up there, apparently. Now, note, by the way, that this is very much an economical type of game, by the way, so prices will basically rise and fall on, like, the goods. It's basically you know, a resource management game where you have to, like, you know, buy goods from, like, the like old world to bring to the new world to basically improve, like, your colony, and you want to sell back goods from the new world to the old world to basically buy that stuff. All right, let's have this guy start, you know, lumberjacking for us, or not lumberjacking, but fishing for us. You're going to lumberjack for us. And the scout's basically just going to explore for us. And cool, we found ourselves another treasure. Let's have this guy go over here, I think. And then over here. And then over there. And this guy can just go right there. You can go in here and say hi. So this guy's basically learning a way of expert farmer. He wants rum, and it gives me a little bit of money. We're just going to close caption that for a little bit. And then we'll have this guy, like, you know, make his way over here, I think, to get to talk to these guys. Now, it's worth knowing, by the way, that treasures can be brought to settlements to basically get money, much like the old one. There was an old trick you could do where you could, like, you know, settle with, like, you know, scouts and stuff to basically make, like, you know, temporary settlements. I'll note that in this game, the settlements are actually permanent this time around, so you can't ban these settlements when you make them, which is unfortunate if you want to, like, you know, like do like cheap strategies like I did in like the old one, but oh well, just what it is. Okay, let's chop that down a little bit, and there's another you know, settlement there up there apparently. There's an ice floe, so apparently we're near like the South Pole, obviously. And you can go over here. I'll note, by the way, that this scout, he's only moving one tile because basically he only got, like, you know, 2 movements. And because he's basically walking through, like, you know, forest, that's basically like taking up 2 movements to basically go through. These guys, for example, they have like 1 movement, they can only go for 1 tile. This guy has 2, but unless he's going through plains, he can't move very fast, unfortunately. Let's see here. You can go right there. We're not going to map too far with this guy. I just want to basically get a general idea of the land so I can, like, you know, play my settlements with him. Let's go up there. Like, what I'm probably going to do, we're going to build, like, settlements over here. Past, like, you know, this, like, you know, shrouded area. At some point. Let's have that guy go right there, I think. Yeah, stay as you go. Alright, this guy's gonna go right here. There's a burial ground right there, that's nice. Ah, awesome. Okay, so a treasure. May I offer you galleon and then basically receive a bunch of money? Okay. Now, I'll note that at turn 20, you always want to buy a lot of money because the king has a propensity to like to tax and like buy you at, you know, get your gold at like, you know, turn 20. So what I want to do, I want to basically buy stuff, basically. So he doesn't have like any money to really take if he does that to me. Early on, it's probably a good idea to make, like, you know, soldiers, for example. And let's get this guy, for example, and make him a soldier. Now I got only 10 gold, so if he does tax me, he won't basically take that much money away from me. I mean, if he asks for money, he won't take that much money away from me. And I probably didn't do either, so that's nice. But it could start at turn 20 as a thing, so you have to keep that in mind. You can wait. You're gonna go in here and say hi. He told me about faraway lands, that's cool. So we just got this mapped out for us. There's some silver over here, that's nice. Silver is a very good commodity to get right away, so I'm very tempted to try and build, like, you know, out toward this. That'll be something I'll probably want to do. And you're going to just wait a turn. Okay, these guys are here. We'll send him back. And there's a big mountain range right there. That's interesting. You can wait. And I managed to find an ancient treasure over here. Some more treasure. Not necessarily what I want right now, but whatever, that's fine. Send this treasure up here. Now, you can actually save these treasures to be put into a galleon, but I generally like to, like, you know, get the money right away because it makes it a lot easier later on for doing stuff. Alright, let's have this guy wait one more turn, I guess. It's going to take 3 more turns for that to basically get happening over there. Essentially what I'm going to do with this guy, I think, we're just going to have this guy sitting here for a little bit because I'm not really doing it for him, and I might just get more food with him. So he can just join a settlement for now. And get more food for us, I guess. Okay, these guys are coming. I found our Asian map apparently, but wasn't too helpful. Let's have these guys just drop in here. Doesn't really matter what I'm doing with these guys at this point, but for most part, the basic plan right now, I want to get these guys to drop the rifles in here so I can like send like rifles to these guys, maybe. What I like to do with the French is, the nearest guys like, to me, I generally like to make them like into my sort of like allies. So I might like, go and make like, a trip to sell rifles to like, a native that's like, nearby. We're just going to hit this. And basically what I'm going to do with these guys, I'm going to send like, some rifles perhaps up to some up over here. These guys are a little bit close to Iroquois, so it might be okay if I sell rifles to them, but it's also a bit of a mixed bag. I could make these guys my allies, or I could make them my enemies if I'm not careful, is the thing. But you know what? I am a French, so maybe I'll try making my allies first. So let's take the rifles out here. And the plan is going to be... I'm going to basically send... the tools to like, right here. And I'm basically going to try to make some money. And some friends. Okay, this pioneer, I want him to... let's get back out here. Might be a bit early to do that with him, but whatever. Nope, it's fine. So you can basically trade with like the natives much like you could in the old one. So we're going to enter trade negotiations. And we're going to say, what do you want for 150 grunts? And he's going to say, lots of money. And then we can basically like, buy some stuff from him perhaps to like, sell back in the old world. That's good to buy. And you'll notice that this basically changes to like something else, so he now wants cigars here, which is fine. Let's go here now with those guys. I'll have this guy go over here. We're going to build a road right there now. And we're going to use this to sell a treasure. I now got 3,000 gold in my, like, pool. And it's a good time to buy, like, perhaps something to go harass the other guys. We're going to buy a privateer. And the purpose of this privateer is basically, it's going to go to the New World, and it's going to look for, enemy, like, European, like, ships to harass. Oh, there's the first tax increase, so it's time to increase taxes by 1%, that's pretty cool. That's a really good, fair tax increase to get right away, so yes, we gratefully kiss the ring. Now, note by the way that this is a petty criminal and I'm going to send him to live among the natives. You could do this in the original game, but basically, they made it so like the pay colonels can actually learn about natives this time around, so that's cool. We'll basically let them do that. Let's get some ore in here. And we'll send this guy down to... We're just out, I guess, at this point. Okay, this is done over here. Let's wait a turn. There's my privateer. He's just going to go up this way now. Privateers are pretty fast. They like, you know, move like four tiles at once. And they're also very good at seeing around themselves. They're good for exploring too. If you're going to get privateer, I generally recommend getting it early, so that's what I got right now. And you're just going to sail to Europe. I gotta explore around over there a little bit. You know, just wait. We're just gonna have this guy get here to treasure, and then we'll get money from that. Alright, this guy's basically, you know, gonna look around over here. See what we can see. You can go over here. And there's yet another burial ground, so that's cool. Now, note by the way, with the seasoned scout, it's preferable to find like these burial grounds or talk to like the natives with these guys because they usually have better results than like the other guys. These guys are trained to talk to like the natives, while the other guys aren't. And I'll note that these guys, they don't have the option to like, you know, be like, you know, spies for you like they did the old version, so that's basically all they're really useful for. So you want to make use of them really, really quick when you basically have them. Alright, this guy here became a farmer. And I want him to basically make another settlement for me somewhere. Down here, for example. Getting that silver would be really good to get right away, so I'm tempted to go after it right away. It's the thing. If I'm going to go after it at all. The other thing I'll note is that it could be better to go up here and get the corn, because, you know, corn's really good for building stuff with. There's also plains around here. There's a bit of mountains and stuff. Good place to basically build, you know, be up here perhaps. I might want to build up here as well for like, you know, a summit too. There's a desert up there apparently, interesting. Let's maybe go plan some things here. So we're gonna actually build maybe a summit right here. And we'll maybe build a summit around over here somewhere. I'm thinking up by the river would be really good because we get the, you know, the benefits of the river. We'll be able to get like a couple of hills. And then we can build like another summit down here, for example, as well. I have to explore like this blackness over here a little bit, but we'll basically get to that when we get to it. But this looks like a good spot, so let's send this guy up over here to make a summit for us. You can just wait. Run in here and say hi. And we just got ourselves another treasure, because we're getting treasures today, apparently. I don't mind getting treasures this much, but I'd rather get, like, you know, gold sums if I, you know, want to get my, like, you know, workers to do stuff early on. Alright, you get to go back over here. You get to wait. There's apparently the Sioux. I guess we talked to them already. And the caravel's back, so cool. Cool. Let's get this guy to mine right there. And another Asian map, because, you know, Asian maps, gotta pick them up. And wow! So silver is a very rare commodity in this game. Finding free like that is like amazing, but it's all in the tundra, which is kind of a bad place to mine it, so I'm not sure we're gonna make use of that really. But it's there. Alright, you're gonna sell this stuff to make, you know, more money for me. And you're just gonna go up here a little bit more. And there's the end of the landmass up here apparently, so there's a border, so we apparently found the English, because I know that that's their border. Well, I'm just gonna take a swig of water. I've basically been trying to record this, you know, a lot, so my voice is a little bit, you know, dry at this point, but whatever. The thing is, I want to get this recorded, right? So let's get it done. And there's the English right there, by the way. Alright, so there's the Aztec basically saying hi. And there's the English saying hi. John Adams. He's got himself a Jesuit missionary right there, basically having fun. And let's see here. I want you to go up here, I guess. Alright, it's time to bring back more people, I think, so the silver mine might be really good to get because obviously I got the silver to go after, so there's that. I think we're going to go with more guns on these guys, perhaps. I might want to bring some tools as well. And this guy's basically pushing up his tax rate a little bit more. It's fine. Gratefully kiss the ring. And that's why I basically worry about, you know, with this guy, because he'll sometimes ask for money, and, you know, it can take a lot of money from you if you're not careful. But yeah, we'll take that. I can kiss his ring for that. And I just noticed this, we're just going to map it so we remember for next time. Let's have this guy just, like, you know, make his way around to the English den. It's this guy's job to hunt down, like, you know, enemy ships. And I'm apparently running out of storage for iron over here, that's not good. You need to stop making iron then. Make a lumber mill. And you can go over here. And you can just make your way up to Quebec. Alright, so this guy's made it all the way up here. That's an excellent place to settle for him, so settle. Now you get a warning if you're like settling inland like this, but it's such a good places anyways, so we're just going to settle Montreal right there and start building our lumber mill. Gonna make lots of population here, I think. And we got ourselves a mine made here, that's nice. Let's road up a road over here. This guy's gonna explore this way. There's the Spanish. Apparently I'm not gonna, you know, Get to him in time, though. That's unfortunate. Yeah, he's just sneaking in there with his thing. Oh well, we're gonna talk the English apparently. So basically, the thing about the privateer is that it lets you attack guys out of war, and that's a great way to basically, like, you know, capture goods to basically sell, and also basically weaken the enemy at the same time. So that's the purpose of getting a privateer. We'll send him over basically to go sell his stuff, I guess. They tell me about faraway lands. I guess that's fine. Okay, we're gonna make this guy like sort of peel back at this point so I can start exploring the black over here. And you are going to get us money, I think, in a moment. Unload everything first. Get the stuff to sell. Sell the Orp. My master gunsmith is going to join a colony or something. Let's see here. He can be... So I'm basically like looking around a train here, and I'm thinking that it might be a good idea to make, like, you know, Montreal over here into, like, you know, a blacksmith type of area perhaps, or over here maybe into a blacksmith area. This is a type of game where it's like, you know, you have to plan out your settlements basically, and you have to plan out, like, you know, what specifically each settlement is going to do. And I think, yeah, we're probably going to make, like, you know, Montreal or this settlement over here be like blacksmith or something for us. That seems like a good plan. Now, I'll note that I'm thinking this is a bad place to sell over here for a simple reason that basically, like, there's no, like, you know, heavy force around it. You want to have, like, a heavy force basically to get, like, you know, more trees basically cut down. That's basically important for, like, you know, being able to, like, you know, build a colony. You know, having trees to cut down. So, where's a good place to basically build stuff here? I wouldn't mind building right there. I get, like, that cotton and, like, you know, more food, but the Eurocron may not like me too much there for it, so until for notice, we're just gonna put that right there. Let's get this guy just to go up to set up another colony, I think, for me. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna have him sit here until I explore that area out first. Cause I'm just pondering what's behind that shroud and if I need to worry about it or not. And you can just fortify there until I need you. That's like a good, like, treasure basically over there, but the thing about that treasure is that it could better serve until, like, I, like, you know, actually have the funds to buy stuff with it, so we're gonna wait for it. And you can start to get, you know, veteran strength to boost up your veteran stuff. And heal up, why not? That gave me some experience. I'm good for that. I like experience. And he's trying to get away. Not likely. Cool. We got ourselves some more tobacco. We'll basically go back to Europe with all the tobacco and make some money from it. This guy is basically, going to explore. I'll let him basically move around his stuff a little bit faster. Explorer basically lets him move through terrain a little bit better with the the horses and stuff. So it helps out a lot. Send this guy over here a little bit. I think I may want to get some weapons for the Aztecs there, so that's something I might want to do. Alright, so there's basically nothing else over here. There's a lot of tundra down here is the thing, so what I may want to do is resolve that. I may want to build a summit right here. And then this guy could be moved up, a little bit. And there's down here for the silver too. That's something I want to go for. Do what I want to go for is the thing is what I'm contemplating right now. This is basically a game all about contemplation, basically. Do you basically want to get stuff or you want to basically leave it? I mean, this one's out in the middle of nowhere, so it's really hard to get to. These ones aren't too bad, though. So we could, sell right there. I only get one that way, but I get lots of food around as well. Or I might just go right back here because there's something I know about this is basically it's so close to this settlement here is I can ferry it a lot faster. And this be a simple settlement for getting Civil War basically is what it'd be all about. That one. Let's get those going there. You can get that ancient map because, why not? Ancient treasure adder. Alright, let's get some more guns. And then this guy's going to get some guns. Now, note by the way, you don't want to build too many settlements in this game, because it'll basically like make it harder for you to build them all up. And building up your settlements is actually a big part of this game too. I'm thinking that this will be like what I'm initially going to just try and settle. Care to negotiate that, I think? I don't mind getting this guy's world map, but he's going to offer me a little bit more than that, I think. Yeah. I've basically been exploring like mad, myself down here, and there's a duck ship there apparently, that's cool. Okay, this guy can go all the way up there, I think. I may want to build like a settlement over here, I think. I can get this fish. Or get those mountains or whatever. I find there's a desert next to the river and it doesn't give you like floodplains or anything, but whatever. Alright, you're gonna get back over here. I forgot to heal this guy up a little bit, so that's the thing, but whatever. Let's go this direction, I guess. Quebec ran out of production, so they can't make any more, stuff. That can be fixed by us doing this easily. I found fire just joined someone, so gotta watch out for that. I'll explain that a little bit later, but for now, I'm gonna keep it simple. And we're not gonna basically talk about it just yet. Okay. He took all my money, but it's fine. I hope he's not got the same idea as me to Spanish, because that would suck, but whatever. We'll see. Let's get that going there. We'll get you in here. Build this up, please. And let's send this guy down here to sell the weapons if possible. And I could sell that right now, but we're just going to fortify in case the king goes after me for money again. If you press Alt R, by the way, you get to see the resources on the map, but we're not going to worry about that. Let's go up here to Sayara up there. Say hi to it. And you're just going to pop in here. We'll sell all this stuff to Monty here, his guns, and we'll make a nice little profit from it. Now, I'm basically selling guns to the natives here because it basically arms them and makes them more powerful. That's good if you want to make them their allies, or if you want to make them a hindrance to your enemies. So we accept your offer, and then we'll maybe buy some stuff from them if you got it. No. I'm gonna say no to that as well. Okay, let's get this over here. There's a Spanish basically going back to, like, you know, Isabella. Intertrade negotiations, I guess. They're still gonna give me a lot for my guns, so we accept the offer. And that's, you know, just taking away. Still Europe with him, I think. Alright, I got a lot of money stored up. Let's purchase ourselves a merchantman. This is basically like the tier ship, like, you know, the Dutch use when they start out. And it's a really awesome unit to have, so we'll get one of these. And I also want to possibly buy a bunch of other stuff as well. Let's get that penny criminal, I think. And I'm going to basically get this guy tools. I think we're going to get ourselves access to a silver miner. Actually, there's one right here. Let's get him. And there's a veteran soldier too. That's awesome. Veteran soldiers, as you can see, are very expensive to get, so it's very awesome to see one just pop up right there, because, you know, it saves you a lot of money. I think we're going to go get him and get him. Into the ship they go. Now I'm just going to go here basically to sort of, like, you know, scare the caravel staying into Isabella there. Hopefully. Or like the other one, that's fine. Let's build a stockade in Quebec. I have to speak to the chief. Awesome. Let's go up here and get that burial. There's a merchantman right there, interesting. So yeah, there's, like, you know, the Dutch merchantman. Basically, it's like, you know, their starting ship, and it basically carries a lot of stuff. This is not the best place for this guy to start out, but whatever. We're just going to have him go all the way back down here. It'll take a bunch of turns, but whatever. He'll just have to do. Hello! So there's Adrian. He's basically the leader of the Dutch this time. And just fortify and heal. Cool, we found an ancient map. Interestingly, these guys are on their own peninsula over here, so that's going to, like, hinder their, like, a growth of potential by quite a bit. I'm not against that. Now, how do you view me, by the way, Logan? You're pleased against me? You have to keep an eye on your relations, by the way, because if these guys, like, start to get, like, you know, insulted, they might declare war on you, the natives. And that's usually a very bad thing to happen, because they're usually a lot stronger than you. Alright, this guy's next. I'm trying to send this guy up in this direction just to sort of, you know, pick up the stuff. Because there's, like, so much of it. Let's go there right now, I guess. Cool, you can sell that stuff. Now, I'm wondering if it's a good idea to start buying like cannons, because you can actually buy like cannons to like, go after like, the other factions and get rid of them. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to buy a couple cannons, put them in a ship, send it on its way. We got ourselves another guy in here, that's nice. I can send this guy to go, explore around and stuff. Send over there, I think. Alright, cool. Stockades built in Quebec here. Let's build a warehouse next. And sure, we'll kiss that little pinky ring of yours. Let's get ourselves veteran on the seasoned scout now. They can go over here. There's the Cherokee. Farewell. So something I note right here is I want to basically have like, the minimum amount of roads basically, because it costs money basically to build roads in this one. So something I note about this, like, this game, the original colonization, they had, so you had to build like tools to basically build like, improvements and like, build buildings and such. In this one, they make it so like you have to build like, tools of buildings and such, but for like the pioneers, if they have the tools equipped to them already, they don't need to have like, any like additional tools like to build anything on the ground. So they basically just like, take money from your treasury to build stuff, if you haven't noticed that already. And it's cost, benefits to us, and all that, so it works. Now I'm going to turn that guy into a seasoned scout, so I can basically send him around here to basically look at Para and talk to these like, little huts and stuff. Alright, you're good to go, I think, so go up there, go right there. And cool, there is a long chain of land over here, apparently. Actually, just go right there and get that. I'll note this down here, but won't worry about it too much. Okay, here's our seasoned scout here, by the way. It's generally not the greatest to have like a seasoned scout on foot like this, but it'll basically be good for like exploring these like nearby places that, are nearby.